We done been gone for quite some time, but now we're back.
Back and better.
We had to take a quick break, you know what I'm saying, for a nice little while, but we back, man, back like, and we ain't going nowhere. I don't care how long we kind of miss things, but we always gonna come back and bring you the best of chopping it up, man, what we normally do.
Indeed.
So it is the weekend following July 4th. So how was your 4th, bro?
It was cool, man. Same old cookout, fireworks, or nothing different. Same old. I ain't do too much.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I went to Six Flags.
Wow.
Saturday, I cooked on the grill, cooked some chicken. My son came over. Then Sunday, we went to Six Flags for a little while. Came back in the house, cooked on the grill again. I'm a chicken eating my hunter.
Hey, man, that's what we do.
I'm gonna start plugging. Did some hamburgers and hot dogs that time. Then we, my neighbor had some fireworks, so we lit the fireworks up and, just had some fun, enjoyed that. And then, shit, I just brought it in, man. But it was almost as good as downtown out this month.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. In the hood, we ain't got to go downtown no more. The hood got downtown beat, for real, man.
Bruh, and look, this one dude, he lit off some fireworks. That joint went into the neighbor's door. I'm like, oh, man, you better chill out, bro.
Hey, yeah, man, shout out to my big brother, Vine, man. Shout out to big brother Vine, man. He lit the block up real good, man. He went down. He had this one jump. Jump was like a 250 shot, man. That jump sounded like a Draco, Chopper, and some more, man. It was, yeah, the kids loved it, though. They loved it. And we big kids, too, man. We like the fireworks. We just don't admit it, but we like them ourselves.
I'm admit it. I love the fireworks, man. You know what I'm saying? My neighbor lit off most of them, but I lit off a couple of them, too. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, come on, let's do this. And so we did it, man. We had a ball.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to everybody that had something going on the 4th. Let us know what you did on the 4th. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. But yeah, we had a ball, man. We definitely had a ball. What's been going on otherwise, man? We ain't been here in a while.
Hey, man, we back, like you said, man. We back better than ever, man. The world coming back together.
Yeah.
Things getting lifted up. COVID dying out. Everybody get vaccinated so we can get this thing under control a little more. To those that don't really care for the vaccination or conspiracy theories, that's your decision. But
I used to be that way. I used to be one of those dudes who was like, heavy conspiracy theorists. But now, I said this on the show before, I'm quite sure, when we were talking about the vaccination, if we was going to get it or not.
Right.
But I'm to the age now to where it just don't matter to me, man. I don't care. You can shoot something in my arm and track me all you want. You going to watch me for a little while, then you can be like, this dude boring. I need to watch something else. I really don't care. I'm not doing nothing to, draw any attention. Like, I'm living my life.
Man, I ain't really looked that deep into it, to be honest with you. I looked at it more so like,
from a health perspective.
Yeah, not only that, it's like a flu shot.
Yeah.
It's like a booster flu shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm older. I smoke. I ain't no youngin' no more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that ventilator is real. I done seen it take people out, and with that vaccination, it doesn't stop you from getting it, but it helps you from exactly.
Yeah.
So why not, man?
I mean, and I'm like this, man. I'd rather get the vaccination and go through the BS. The side effects was real.
Hell yeah.
Them side effects was real. I don't know about you, but I was having cold sweats. The side effects was real.
I ain't get all that. All I got was the sore arm.
I had
just the sore arm.
I had the cold sweats.
And tired. My second dose, because I did the Pfizer.
I did
Moderna.
I think I did Moderna.
Yeah, it's only Pfizer or Moderna. You damn sure ain't do the Johnson & Johnson.
Nah, I did the Moderna, and that junk had me, it was a little, my arm was sore. I was getting cold sweats the that night, tired, fatigued, whatever.
Right.
But it's better than having to go to the hospital and being put on a ventilator, man. We lost too many folks over this virus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We lost a lot of folks that I know. My wife lost an uncle of hers who passed away from getting it. Everybody in the household had it.
Yeah.
But he was the only one who actually was in a hospital from it and eventually passed away from it.
All right, sorry to hear that. That was sad.
It was crazy. So I'm like, yeah, it's time to get this vaccine, man. This thing is real. It's not a game.
To each his own, though, you know, because a lot of people, a lot of my associates, friends and associates, they against it, you know. I see people and I'm not going to force it on nobody.
No.
I'm not going to be the one to debate with you. Oh, you need to get it. It's on you. It's a self-choice. It's self-choice.
Yeah, my brother is the same way. I ain't getting it. And he's like, I ain't even going to go into it with your kid. I'm not going to.
Right.
I'm like, all right, you know, but I chose to get it because I got an elder in the house. And so if I'm out here being reckless and I come back home with it, then she could catch it and pass, and that's on me. So
there you go.
I'm like, nah, I just go ahead and get it, be safe. And then, like I said, I don't want to be in the hospital.
Right.
I don't want to deal with all that. I heard his pain.
Right. But we're at the end of it, you know. So
yeah. How you feel about the mask thing, though? You still, it's everybody's choice with a mask. And I ain't gonna lie, most of the time I go out without one. But
it depends. It depends on where I'm at. I'm gonna be honest with you. If majority of the folks in a vicinity and they got theirs on, I put mine on. But if I'm in like an open space and I ain't all up on people and all that, then I'll go without it. Yeah. But I still keep it though, you know.
I'm the same way. Like I sometimes I'll put on a mask when I go into certain places. But I know it's gonna be crowded. But I ain't even gonna lie to you. I did go to the club and I ain't had no mask on.
I don't know if I'm gonna go in the club without one.
I went to the club. I went to the club last week, and for the first time in a long time, I ain't had one. And you know, but I wasn't really up on nobody, so I was chilling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was chilling, and I just had to have a good time because we ain't been out so long.
We out here.
Yeah, it's like now that the world is starting to open back up. Do it feel different to you?
Hell yeah, it feel different. Hell yeah. Damn right it feel different.
It do because
how can it not?
It do because it's like, you know, now you get to actually go out. You ain't gotta wait. Well, the crazy thing is the lines is still long where you still gotta put yourself on a waiting list to get something good to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Let me ask you. You know, I'm all about my crabs and my seafood. I love seafood. I'm trying to figure out where to get some good seafood from, though. Like, I know my personal spots, but where would you recommend to get something like, say, maybe a lobster pie or crab pie? Or...
Man, the best place you can get seafood from is King Buddha's Catering at KINGBHUBDA Catering. King Buddha Catering.
King Buddha Catering. So what type of things that King Buddha Catering?
Oh man, I got the crab pies. I got the pans with the crab legs, with the shrimp, crab cakes. I mean, I give you whatever you want. But outside of me, good plug. That was a plug for myself. Y'all forgive me. I had to plug myself.
No, I set you up for that. You see,
I caught the alley-oop.
You know what I'm saying? Now, do you use what type of crab meat do you use in your
100% lump. 100% lump. No filler.
Okay.
No filler. If you get it from me, it's 100% lump crab meat.
All right. What's some of the other ingredients? You ain't gotta give me the whole thing, but some of like
crab pie. If I tell you that, I have to shoot you, brother.
I
will tell you this.
Is it cheese in there?
If you want it, it's cheese, some seasonings, some personal seasonings.
Okay.
If you whatever you want, I can put in it. I do some with a shrimp topping. I can do some with some chopped up shrimp. Whatever you want, you know, lobster pie, crab pie, whatever you want, I'll make it happen. And it's in a deep dish crust.
Okay.
That's about it.
Now, I am kind of mad because I did see the seafood sauce.
Oh yeah, the sauce, and that ain't even just seafood. That's for chicken and seafood. The sauce is mean.
But I don't have any. Like,
I gotta bring you a bottle through.
What is wrong? Like, I don't have any, man. Like. You know,
yeah.
Do you ever use the Old Bay hot sauce though? Like,
no, I ain't never used Old Bay hot sauce.
Have you had it?
I have had it.
Well,
Old Bay plays a big part in my seasonings. I will say that.
Where's the first time you ever had the Old Bay hot sauce?
At the store. I bought it.
At the store?
I bought it. I bought some and I used it.
You ever had any barbecue sauce mixed with that?
Probably not.
You sure?
I make my barbecue sauce from scratch.
But are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes, I have. I have. Some of yours. Yeah. You do make a mean barbecue sauce too. I give you that. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I have. Yes, sir.
I had to throw that plug in there too.
Yes, sir.
Tell them that barbecue sauce slap.
That was mean. That thing slapped. That thing slapped. I was like, okay.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, outside of that though, I mean, good seafood. I would say, I don't eat it per se, but I know when I go purchase it. No, I ain't allergic. I just don't like it, man. I just like fish, man.
Okay.
But I can cook
as far
the
as
hell out
crabs
of it.
and shrimp and lobster and all that, you like to cook it?
Yeah, I like to cook it. It's a brother on IG. I have to look him up. Melvin's, is it Melvin? I don't know his name, but he deliver crabs. I'm gonna look him up. Shout out to him because everybody I know that deal with him, they like him. He delivers.
You had to take me out because I got a brother, the DC Crab Plug.
DC Crab Plug. That's
okay,
it.
That's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's him. Yeah. Shout out to DC Crab Plug.
I put him on here last time.
He doing his thing.
I put him on here last summer because we ordered some crabs, and I sent him the shout out. I put him on here last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always go to him too. I actually last time I got some crabs, I went to the wharf. I actually got a half a bushel for a nice price.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Half a bushel, it was medium large mix. I got a half a bushel, and we ate some, and I froze some, and I reheated them, and they was actually pretty decent. I wasn't disappointed.
Okay. That's
I wasn't disappointed, man.
That's what's up.
So let's get right into this, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things been happening in the city.
Yeah, yes indeed. Good and bad.
Yeah, good and bad. It's a lot of good, a lot of bad. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go on man, I wanna know when the the shooting and killing's gonna stop. Now, me and you were just talking out back, and I posed a question. Are things getting worse now, or was it worse back when we was coming up? So I'm gonna say in the 80s, in the 80s when the crack epidemic came up, the violence was at an all-time high.
Right.
So what would you say would be the difference between then and now? And a lot of people always say, each generation says the same thing. Oh my God, it's getting a lot worse. It's getting a lot worse. It was horrible it was real bad back then. Is it worse now? Or do you think it's about the same? Or what do you think?
I will say this. I don't think it's worse. First, I'm going to answer the first question. You asked me what's the difference.
Okay.
The difference in the violence from the 80s and early 90s versus now, it was men amongst men back then. I ain't going to say it was, they had more reasoning and they had a code and they followed the code. You see what I'm saying?
You ain't shoot no kids.
It was a lot of things. If you wasn't ready to be off the porch, they ain't let you off the porch. You ain't hear about 12, 13-year-olds. Well, no, I ain't going to say that because I take that back. They were the ones getting it, but they were more advanced, I think. Versus now, these youngins is they just wilding. They just wilding.
They shooting just to shoot.
I ain't going to say they shooting just to shoot.
What are they shooting for?
From what I see, they shooting over blocks that ain't theirs. It's generational beef. They trying to carry on.
But it's always been that way.
Yeah, but it's a difference. Back then, it was more so about the money. Yeah. It was about the money and disrespect. Now, I think it's more so about the hype, man. You know what I'm saying? These youngins beefing over silly stuff, man. And the music scene is even worse. That's where the most beef's at.
Yeah, it does seem like it's a lot. See, back in the day, and this is my opinion, but back in the day, you had some musical artists beefing, but most of the time when you had the beefs in the music industry, it was on wax.
Right.
What we call wax. So it was on wax.
And it stayed there.
Yeah, you didn't have it. Now, if such and such artist was beefing with this artist and all that, you know what I'm saying? If they seen each other in the streets, they was gonna scrap. But they wasn't ready to shoot each other.
Right.
They wasn't ready to kill each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that when the beefing got to a point of killing was when we had the whole Biggie Tupac East Coast West Coast thing. But
yeah, you could say that.
But even then, it still wasn't like you got these youngins now who the music they beefing and they shooting each other up in their own city.
Yeah, and they telling. What they doing in the lyrics.
Yeah,
they telling. And it's sad, man, because it's like one thing about DC, we are very we got so much talent here. From acting to music to just a lot.
Everything.
We have it. It's people here that's big name that I didn't even know was from here.
Like who?
I can say one person I didn't know was from here was I was just talking about it the other day. Oh my God. I didn't even know
Taraji from here.
Yeah, you knew that. You knew that.
Man, Johnny Gill. We Johnny got Gill. Endless.
It was an actor. It's an actor that's from here that I didn't know was from here. And
you know the movie that the actor played in?
I can't think of it right now. Yeah, but we got a lot of talent here. But I think the fact we're being overlooked music-wise, we're being overlooked by these big labels because they see the murder. They see all the beefing going on. They like, I ain't going to invest in that. Because they did it with Chicago. They lost a lot of money investing in Chicago.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And now they done threw DC into the drill music thing.
But you got it. The one thing that I can say that I respect about these youngins now, and it is due to social media, is they don't need the labels anymore.
They don't.
Because they make their names for themselves online.
Mm-hmm.
And they create that buzz online. It's just they trying to live out their lyrics, and it's like, all right, if you, let me say it
that's
this way.
Terrible.
If you know, so we gotta take it back and teach them what it's really all about. Music is a form of what? Entertainment.
It's an art form. It's a form of entertainment.
But it's a form of entertainment. So you're entertaining your audience.
But it does go beyond entertainment.
It does
because at some point it depends on your genre of music. Because don't get me wrong, I want if you what you spitting about, if you don't do what you spitting about, I'm not going to respect you at a certain level, especially if you saying outlandish things. Like good prime example. You would have thought, and this one I love him to death, no shade to him, Ice Cube. Mm-hmm. You would have thought Ice Cube was one of the coldest killers on earth when you listen to Ice Cube back in the day. And that's not Cube. But he did it to the point where you knew he never denied that it was just lyrics.
Did you lose any respect for him when you found out?
I didn't.
Okay, then why can't these youngins spit their raps and be like, look, I do it for the entertainment. I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, the street cred means a lot. But at the same time, my thing is, how many of us gotta die because you gotta gain your street cred?
You're right. I totally agree.
I mean, how many of us? So it's really, to me, it's no but. How many of our children, and we gotta say our children because they are children's age.
Right.
How many of our children have to die for you to prove your street cred? Like, come on, man. Let's keep it entertaining. We can spit about all this all day long because it's so many rappers from our era that spit it. Half of them lived it, half of them didn't.
Yeah.
But they was dope with it. They presented a good story. Like I say, I'm all about, I love storytellers. I love storytellers. Like I say, half of them did. See, the thing is, when with hip hop in back in the day, it was all about rapping about or telling your story about your surroundings, telling a story about where you came from.
Right, and that's what they're doing.
You could rap about what goes on in your hood, but you ain't got to go out here and be shooting nobody up.
They get pulled into it because, and this where it gets tricky at, because they rapping about their hood and they claiming their hood, their neighborhood, but then the ones that's beefing with their neighborhood, now you're like the lead now. You're like a target. They're looking at you like, oh yeah, if he hit him, that's a big loss. Yeah. So even if you ain't living that life, you still by you repping that hood and speaking on it.
It gets that person more cred because he just shot such and such. Yeah. And that dude was from around there. Man, but what is it gonna take for it to stop?
That's the question. That's the $1 million question. I don't think nobody has the answer to that. Well, no, I take that back. The answer is for these youngins to wake up and realize it's just music.
That's my whole point. It's art. It's the entertainment business.
Right.
So when we start looking at it as, okay, it's entertainment. I know you done live this life. Everybody got their life that they live.
Right.
Okay, you got your life that you live. But when is it going to be a time to where you done? So a lot of rappers, when they become rappers, they rap about the things that they did, that they lived, the life that they lived. But how many times, like my brother, for instance, he still did the dumb shit. But he would say, I put down the guns and I picked up the mic.
Right.
So he rapped about all the shit that he did. He still was about that life. That's why he ain't here with us now.
Right. But
at the same time, he was trying to clean up and he was trying to change.
Right.
Because he was trying to live for his kids. And, it just took somebody, like you said, okay, if I hit Mozzie, I'm going to be, da-da-da-da.
But you know what the problem is with that? And prime example, it's no date. It's no date on revenge.
Nah, it's not.
It's no date on reckoning.
I agree.
Once you in the streets and you done put in that work, you know what I'm saying, you can't take that work back.
Nah, you can't.
A lot of
once
the time,
you did something to one person,
right,
they were going to always, you got somebody
right,
that harbor things for 10, 20 years.
Right. I was like you said, we all had our lifestyles, man. We all had our demons, everything. But one thing I will say, the difference is the respect level, the reasoning behind the shootings, the reasoning behind the beefs. It's different. It's just different. I bet you half these youngers, you ask them why they beefing, they don't know why.
Because that person from that neighborhood. Now, and in another difference,
we had neighborhood beefs.
We
that.
Always had
plenty.
That's what this area is about. Well,
right.
most, that's what a lot of our killings is for. But nowadays, you got the road rage. You know what I'm saying? People just, you cut me off and I'm mad. It's getting ridiculous. And then two, I think nowadays, we always heard about kids getting shot and killed and things of that nature. But I think that nowadays it's at an all-time high.
Because the kids the ones doing the killing too.
No, I'm not even talking about, we got these 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids that's doing it too. Yeah, but how many little kids, like 3, 4, 5 years old,
right?
Because these youngers don't know how to shoot.
Well, that's another thing. They got good guns. I know about guns. I love guns. I ain't saying I love violence, but I love guns. So I know about guns, and a lot of these weapons these youngins got, they high powered, and they don't know how to control them. They just busting.
They just shooting them. Yeah.
Now you might got one or two that's certified and they really using it and practicing, but not all of them, and that's a problem too.
That's the problem. Yeah, and they shooting up everything, and they hitting people, and they don't even know they hit them. And
right.
It's ridiculous. You going after the ops.
It's a code.
And you hitting a kid. And back in the day, you wouldn't shoot nobody if they was in at a barbecue with their family and they got their kids and all that. I take that back. You did have somebody. I'm gonna shoot the whole place up.
We always had it wild.
Yeah, we always had it wild.
It's always been wild, but it was a level.
Yeah,
you know
levels to this shit.
Yeah, man.
Levels to this shit. Yeah, that's the way you put it. It's levels.
And a big part of that, you gotta realize, the youngins that's out here doing that now, their fathers is in.
Yeah.
Their fathers is
they
in,
got no guy.
or they dead. Yeah. So they was kind of raised by the streets, literally, or raised by their mother, and their mother might have been out here drive wild. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. So these youngins, they didn't have all of their OGs or some of their good men not teaching all of them, but you have a few. And shout out to the G's, the older G's, man, in my generation that is out here guiding. It's a few of them that's doing the right thing and trying to talk to the youngins, but it's all on them to listen.
What can we do to kind of turn the violence around?
Man, keep trying. That's what you can do. I mean, for the moment, all you gotta do is keep trying. The old heads gotta come together and really put this in motion. The old heads, I think if we link up, the old heads that got power and are in a position to call certain plays, because I just had a conversation with my good man the other day. DC is not like a lot of these other cities, like Chicago, Cali, all that. They got people that can control this city. DC, we ain't never really been one where it's that one dude that can make that call and shut everything down. DC ain't never been like that because you got so many dudes that's doing it on a level. You can't just say one person run the city.
Yeah, because it ain't like that no more.
You know, when these rappers say they the king of the city, all this and that, they not saying it like they are the ones that control the city. They saying they the king at how they feel, at what they do. Yeah. But we ain't never been a city to have that one dude that like, hey, you better go see so-and-so before you do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got dudes in neighborhoods like that and can control their neighborhood or maybe a block or two, but not the whole city. You know, and that's one of the problems.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree. Now, and I say this too, you know, in this city, it's no control or no, like we said, no code. You know what I'm saying? There's no code. And so I'm thinking that we just need to, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of these youngins nowadays, you try to go and talk to them and they don't want to hear nothing you talking about. They ready to shoot you just because you trying to talk to them.
True. Again, that's why I say it's all on who you are, and what power you have in your block, on your block.
The only person that can probably go to any hood and talk to anybody is maybe G.
I think she is respected in the go-go community in DC.
And amongst the youngins.
I don't know. I mean, it's a shame if he couldn't. But I ain't gonna say he could just walk up at any hood and say what he want to the youngins. I don't believe that.
I'm not saying like
not disrespectful. No, I'm just talking about like going their hood solo. Like, man, y'all need to do this, do that. I don't know. I can't say he can.
You don't think so?
As he's respected. I got respect for him. I know plenty of people that, but I don't know, man. It's DC different.
Yeah, it is. And then too, a lot of the youngins too don't even listen to go-go no more.
And not only that, you gonna have that youngin like, nigga, go ahead, nigga, you ain't go do your show up the Aqua or something, nigga. We don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, DC is different.
It's totally different. Do you think that gentrification has a lot to do with it?
I don't think it got nothing to do with gentrification. Nothing at all.
I don't
think it got nothing to do with that at all. What it is these youngins is like, man, I ain't had nothing. Scamming at an all-time high, pushing certain drugs is at an all-time high, and these youngins is like, I'm gonna get it. I ain't had nothing. I'm gonna get it, and ain't nothing gonna stop me. So they don't really want to hear much.
I'm glad you said something because y'all gonna laugh at me, but I'm late on this, but I've been watching Snowfall finally.
Oh, finally, huh?
Finally.
Yeah, that's a good show. Good show.
And like I'm like this, I was having a conversation with my wife. I'm like, for real, we had this conversation before. It's like, is crack dead? Like,
almost. It's not though. That's
what's
crazy. It should be.
It should be, but I mean, you got the old heads.
I can't even. No, I'm telling you, dog. Listen to me. If you go up, I know for a fact, I done seen it. You got youngins up over there, up in Riverdale, 450. Them youngins is on crack.
For real?
You see them. Them youngins out there begging, man. I'm telling you, crack should be dead. I had this conversation with all the time. How is crack still alive?
Yeah.
You had our generation that sold it, and the old heads that we sold it to, they're about gone. Mm-hmm. And we knew not to mess with it because we saw what it did to them. And it's still here, though. It's still here.
I thought it was dead.
It's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie to you, because I'm gonna tell you like this: if I was to get a brick, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Hey, this is a family show. I ain't gonna
make phone calls, but I'm like,
I plead the fifth on that.
No. But what I'm saying is, my point I'm trying to make is, I wouldn't know what to do with it. But if you caught me back 10 to 20 years ago, I know exactly what to do with it.
It's still here, man. They still smoking it.
Let's go.
Come on, young. Whitney Houston died of smoking crack. That was 20.
She said crack.
She said it, but come on. She smoked crack. 2018. When did Whitney die? 2018?
Nah, Whitney died. Look it up.
R.I.P. to Whitney too. No disrespect, man. No disrespect. She's still a queen. I'm just using that for.
Do you think she was smoking crack?
I know she was smoking crack. They had the pictures of it. When they went in her room, man, she had the rocks on the. Did you see the bathroom? She had the spoon. She was cooking it up. Yeah.
Spoon? That's dope.
No, she was cooking freebase. She was cooking it. That's how they did that too, man.
Oh, okay.
She was doing both. No, you used the pipe, the smoke. They used that to smoke, but they would cook.
Man, you talking about 2018?
When would he
die?
Die
In 2012.
Damn, 2012. I'm getting old, man. Hey, man, time flying, man.
Died in 2012.
All right, but still, crack's still out here, man.
Okay, I believe.
Sad but true.
Sad but true.
Sad but true, yeah.
I definitely believe.
Come on, man. They still doing it. I mean, you see them all the time. When you see these up and down the DC streets walking, that ain't no water got them looking like that and dirty and dusty. They still messing with them yams, man.
Yeah, but you know the new drug now is the opioids.
Oh, they always been, but they're stronger now.
Because they mix it with fentanyl and all that
perks
too.
And lean,
yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, I had got a abscess tooth or something, toothache.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I went to urgent care and they was like, we can't give you nothing stronger than ibuprofen. I'm like,
but that's crazy.
Serious? They was like, nope, we can't give you nothing stronger than ibuprofen. Now I'm literally popping 4 ibuprofens a night. Because my tooth was hurting so bad, and I was scared because I'm like, the ibuprofen, they say it mess with your kidneys. I'm like, I'm not trying to have no kidney issues.
You got to take it for a long time for it to do that.
But
but that's crazy because when I got my wisdom tooth removed and I got a cleaning and scaling all at one time. It was about 3-4 years ago.
3-4 years ago, bro. I'm talking about this year. They didn't give me nothing. The dentist finally, I had to call into the dentist. My father told me this. He was like, well, they're not going to give you nothing because he's a retired pharmacist. He's like, just tell him to give you some Tylenol 3. That's not addictive. And I called into the dentist. He finally said, all right, I'm going to prescribe you some Tylenol 3s. And I was able to get that. But anything else? Urgent care. I remember because I went to urgent care about 2 years ago or something, and I got some perks.
They never give us perks. They say perks, but when you get there, it's Oxycontin.
Whatever it is. It was something strong. Yeah. They was like, nah, we ain't giving you nothing but ibuprofen.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
But, hey, man, these youngins wilding now, though.
Yeah.
They wilding now that they going for it. They going for it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I posed a question, right? So we always talk about black business. And so, I posed a question. If there was a black mall or shopping center, strip mall, whatever you want to call it, with all black businesses,
right?
Would that be considered discrimination?
I don't think it'll be this. No, I don't think so. It shouldn't be.
It really shouldn't.
Because you got Chinatown. You got
But there's other businesses in Chinatown.
In Chinatown, those are Chinese stores.
But then you got
a CVS maybe. You got a 7-Eleven.
You got a lot of other stores.
But outside of that,
I'm talking about. All right, so let me ask you this: if there was a all black mall, strip mall, shopping center, what type of stores do you think would be in there?
Oh man, don't do me like that. I know what to be in there. You have tennis shoe store, clothing stores. You have definitely barbecue food, bookstore. Yeah, bookstore, because we do read.
We definitely need to get a new bookstore.
Outside of that, and I think we will have
I think it would be majority. Like honestly, for real, I think that a good idea. I think that a lot of we need to put together a a strictly black owned shopping center with strictly food.
Oh man.
But you have everything from your soul food to your seafood to your juices to your coffee shops to your ice cream shops to everything. If you go on TikTok right now, you can go on TikTok and look at, all black owned food places in the DMV.
That'd be so much competition in that one mall.
But everybody would come together.
They get the beefing out there.
No, I don't think so. Because as long as you got something different.
Yeah. So
if you had you literally could have 10 different places, but each one be different.
Right.
So it's competition, but it's not competition because you got something different. Like I said, soul food, seafood, barbecue. You could have a couple of the fish.
That's gonna be in the soul. I mean, it ain't gonna be that.
Fish and seafood and soul food could be different if just your fish market. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got somebody that but everybody's taste buds is not the same.
You're gonna have to have more than just straight black. You're gonna have to have different nationalities of black. You're gonna have to have
that's fine. Caribbean.
Yeah.
You could definitely have a Caribbean. Yeah, I mean they us, the Caribbean. You can have your Caribbean.
You're African. You're gonna
African,
get that jollof
you're
rice.
African, you're Haitian.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You're Caribbean.
Yeah.
That would present a huge I think that a location like that would bring so much money.
Yeah, it would.
To that location and value. Like so much value.
I would go there.
Juice spot, coffee shop, ice cream shop, popcorn shop. Bruh, if you looked at, like I said, if you went to all the black owned businesses in PG County alone, you put all that in one space.
Yeah.
Everybody just be complaining about the traffic.
They
be complaining about the traffic.
It'd be I would like to see it. I would like to see how it pan out.
Put it in an upscale area.
I don't think it matters if it's in an upscale area.
I wouldn't put it in the hood.
Why? And the hood is where it's gonna make the most money. We spend the most money.
We do spend it. You actually right. Yeah,
and that's where it needs to be.
But we travel.
We do travel.
We travel,
but we need to put that money back in the hood so
but
we
see,
can
build
it up.
You want to, yeah, that is true. You gotta build it up and have a safe environment.
Right.
See, you definitely gotta have a safe environment.
You do. Hey man, what's safe though? Yeah. Nowadays, what's safe?
You absolutely right about that. Ain't
What's
nothing safe now because when you start hearing about gang violence and the shootings and all that, and in freaking Fairfax, Virginia, and stuff like that.
Fairfax been going
hard.
Virginia been going, and I'm glad you said that because I had some homies. Listen, Fairfax been going. Mo County been going. And I tell people like, don't hear a neighborhood and judge it by that name because it's steppers everywhere.
It is everywhere.
It's steppers everywhere.
It is everywhere. And you think that it ain't gonna come to your neighborhood, but
it's already there.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
For real.
Definitely.
Man. For real.
Man, we ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We just getting back. We just wanted to reintroduce ourselves.
Hey, we ain't went nowhere. But I do want to say this, man. Big condolences and shout out to the family of Booster the Shooter, man. He was one of the original members of the Slutty Boys with Fat Trail in there, man.
Okay. So what happened?
He passed away. I don't know all the details. I just know that he was found over there by Courage Hill. He was shot. His funeral was today.
Okay.
So R.I.P. to him. And with the violence, man, they gotta stop. He was Fat Trail in. So, I haven't really heard much from the Slutty Boys since he been in.
Mm-hmm.
But, Booster the Shooter, from what I read, I didn't know him personally, but from what the insight I got from people that did know him, he was a stand-up dude. Good dude, you know what I'm saying? Had kids, good dude, man. Wasn't out here ganging bombers or nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
But they got at him.
Because of his name. When I say his name, not, because of his name is what he probably stood for as far as he was in the music. He was in music. So, like I said, like we said earlier, these youngers nowadays, it's like, all right, I'm going to build my name off of just, getting somebody off from this crew or that crew. It's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it gotta get better. It can't get no worse. It gotta get better, man.
Yeah, it definitely
because everybody need to eat. Everybody need to feed their family. And we just
you don't like the feeling. You don't like the feeling when you get that call saying that your folks got shot.
Oh yeah, worst phone call in the world.
Like you don't like that.
Plenty of them.
Yeah, so you gotta. Sometimes we need to just sit back and think. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I read an article about Lil Durk.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Durk, bro, you would know more about this, but Lil Durk, I think the ops got shot.
Right.
And so the mother of the guy that got shot sent her condolences to Lil Durk's family. It was something like that.
Right.
I read it not too long ago. I can't remember, but it was a big thing. Like, yeah, the mother sent the condolences and reached out to the father because I think Lil Durk was beefing with her son, and her son got killed, and something like that. It was something wild.
That Chicago scene is real.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we just getting just as bad, but that Chicago scene was real.
We are.
King Von,
R.I.P. to all the fallen soldiers, man.
You know,
we got to stop this though, man. We got to think about our kids and our grandkids. These kids nowadays, man, they don't even know if they gonna have grandkids.
I know, it's crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I can't. I at first I'm like, I don't want no grandkids right now. I'm too young, but I'm geeked to have a grandkid.
I'm surprised you ain't got none yet.
I'm surprised I ain't got none. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm geeked. Like, I can't wait for one. Well, I wanted to be in due time and when it's the right time, but I already told both my boys, either one of y'all have a kid, y'all ain't gonna see that kid. Or me and your mama's gonna be fighting over the kid.
Right.
Just like we fighting over y'all, we're gonna be fighting over the kid because I'm gonna want the kid all the time.
Right.
Babysitter, oh, you ain't got the word? Drop that little, right over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got him. I'm gonna teach him how to be a G because y'all too stupid.
That's right. You gotta raise them up. And that's one thing, man. You know, for the few youngins, and it's sad because you got the youngins that was raised right and did have that guidance, and they getting hit too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like, damn, you damned if you do,
damn if you don't. Damn if you do, damn if
crazy.
You don't. Exactly. We ain't got no blast report today, man. We just, unless you got something. You got something for the blast report?
No, man, I don't.
I'm trying to think, have I been anywhere that, nah, not really. I ain't no blast report today, but, we just wanted to come back and make our presence known, and you know what I'm saying, we'll be back again next week. So, any last words, final words? We did this quick.
Yeah, man. Get it together, man. Try to, man. The DC, Maryland, Virginia, man,
everywhere,
y'all. Get it together, everywhere, man. You know, Bill home. Bill Cosby home, man.
Oh,
let that be a
we
reason,
need to talk about that.
Let that be a reason for y'all to get it together. Something, man. Damn, I don't know.
We may touch up on that next week. Because I totally forgot about Bill Cosby.
You can't forget about my man.
I forgot to bring that up. But yeah, we're going to get that together. We're going to talk about that next week probably. What Bill was thinking and how the prosecution was mad as a mother because Bill was home. They was pissed. Yeah, we gonna bring that up.
But outside of that, man, y'all, come on, man. You know, speak. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gotta do all the bugging all the time, man. If you see your brother, your fellow man, he with his family or whatever, man. You know, it ain't all got to be.
Yeah. Know? Like, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Chopping Up Radio is a show to where if we ever need to air out any beefs or we ever need to, you know, kind of, man. We open to any and everybody coming on the show. Like, we'll come to you. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I got the equipment. I just need electricity and Wi-Fi.
That's right.
But I don't even need Wi-Fi. Just electricity. I come to you, man. If anybody want to come on the show and just be a pod, you know, we talking a lot of stuff. But if you feel as though we said something that was wrong or different or whatever, man, just holler at us, man. CIUradio@gmail.com. CIUradio@gmail.com. That's the email. Shoot me an email. Let me know, man. Anybody that want to come on the show as a guest, we're welcome to have you. Enjoy and your presence, and hopefully you'll enjoy being in our presence. And you got music, you got whatever. Send it to us, and you know I'll mix it into the show. Play it at the beginning, play it at the end. We'll figure it out. But send me your music, send me whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? CIU Radio, the YouTube series coming up soon too. So, you know, it doesn't matter. You got videos, send me those too. But most importantly, man, if you ever want to come on the show and just kind of conversate, let us know what you think, what's on your mind. If there's anybody that we need to help out and touch, or, you know, just, hey, I'm willing to air. You willing to air beef out?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Anybody got, you and your ops got some problems and you want to talk it out on air, and we could be some mediators.
Yeah, nothing incriminating. You know how to talk.
Yeah, we could be the mediators and facilitate and get that going. But we want to do that. I want to do that type stuff. So just let us know, man. All right. Well, this your man Shop Jackie Moon Radio. You know what I'm saying? My man
King Buddha the one.
All right. You catch me at CIU Radio